Live from KSAT 12. Good Morning San Antonio starts right now.
Good morning. It is Sunday, October 2nd. We have a lot to get to nationally and locally, but we're actually going to start with the latest out of Florida.
Yeah, we'll get to Sarah Spivey's weather in just a moment, but we're keeping an eye on the remnants of Ian along the East Coast.
CNN's Connor Powell, live from Arcadia, Florida, joins us live now with how crews in the area are cleaning up a process that's going to take some time.
As Southwest Florida begins to clean up after Hurricane Ian, inland communities like Arcadia are facing a new threat, inland coastal flooding. Now you can see behind me the water here. This is all fresh water that's come in from the heavy rains in central Florida. Arcadia, just down this road, but right now, just accessible by boat. It's just one of the many challenges the cities and towns here along the coast are facing in the aftermath of Hurricane Ian.
Parts of Florida's southwestern coast are unrecognizable. Days after Hurricane Ian slammed into the Sunshine State, just shy of a Category 5 storm, residents are still dealing with catastrophic flooding.
6-8 inches of water throughout the house.
Rescue crews have saved hundreds of people stranded in their homes, but still many more need help.
It's really just a heart-wrenching operation. Generally, the victims, the survivors are just thrilled to see the Coast Guard, the rescuers, and frankly, we're thrilled to see the people who survived.
One of the hardest hit areas is Sanibel Island, where the only road to get there from the mainland is now in pieces.
Part of the dining room roof collapsed right into the dining room. That's when we started to get concerned. And we stayed there. We had to spend the night there, which was nerve-wracking.
Dozens of people have been confirmed dead, and the death toll continues to rise. Officials say it could take years to rebuild.
There have been more than 1,100 rescues since the start of Hurricane Ian, and as these rivers and these local streams begin to rise with the flooding, we could see more rescues here in the coming days. Live in Arcadia, Connor Powell, back to you.
Well, thank you. And it just goes to show all it takes is one storm, right? We've had a very quiet hurricane season. In fact, this season will probably be less active than usual, but it only takes one storm, like what we saw with the damage from Hurricane Ian in Florida. Now, back here in San Antonio, it's a cool morning for us. We've got 59 degrees at the airport. It's actually in the 40s in some of the higher elevations across the hill country. 48 in Boerne at Boerne Stage Airfield, 48 in Comfort. It's 61 at Sinson, 55 at GMSA Randolph, and 56 in Seguin. A nice cool morning for us. Great to take that pup for a walk. Here's Fido's forecast for you this morning. This is Punky. Punky looks super cute. Punky's 11 years old. Scan that QR code. You can add a picture of your pup to our KSAT Connect feature on our weather app. As for the forecast for the day today, it is going to be a great one for us. Slowly warming up. By about noon, we'll still be in the upper 70s. Really nice out there. And this afternoon, high temperature of 87 degrees. You'll notice that clouds are going to be increasing. That's from a Pacific tropical storm. More on that Hurricane Orlean, coming up in just a bit. Sarah and Max.
Thank you, Sarah. Some breaking news into the newsroom just minutes ago. Fire crews calling out to the 11,400 block of Vance Jackson. That's the northwest side. It's between Wurzbach and Huebner.
San Antonio's active fire page lists that there are about 32 fire units on scene. It also lists the location as an apartment complex. Our Jonathan Cotto just arrived on scene. He is there live. Jonathan, what can you tell us?
Good morning, Sarah. Good morning, Max. And that's right, just over 30 fire units here. In fact, we're located at the trails of Elm Creek, where it's a very busy scene here this morning. I'll step out of your screen. That way you can take a closer look at what it is happening here this morning. Right now, I did have a chance to briefly speak with one of the safety officers here on scene, who tell me they arrived to discover a fire inside one of these units in building 1. A family has been displaced. They were evacuated right away. He was was telling me that there was no immediate challenges upon arrival. They were able to extinguish those flames quickly. Now, the reason why they had 30-plus fire units here on scene, the fire escalated to a second alarm fire because they were having difficulty locating this apartment complex. But other than that, there hasn't been any issues reported just yet. But of course, the cause of the fire still remains under investigation. Fire crews are over speaking with the family that has been displaced here this morning. We're going to remain on scene, get more information, and update you as it's made available. Back to you in the studio, Max and Sarah.
Thank you, Jonathan. This morning, the power back on in the city of Seguin after a transformer mishap involving a raccoon.
It happened overnight and knocked out power to half the city. The City of Seguin's Facebook page says a raccoon made its way into a substation, resulting in an outage around 12:30 in the morning. Homes were in the dark for about 45 minutes till crews were able to fix the issue and get everything back turned on.
All right, time now, 6:05, 59 degrees out.
Still ahead on GMSA at 6, a new cameraman is making headlines this morning for something he did for storm victims while covering the impact of Hurricane Ian. We'll have that before 6:30.
And after the break, UTSA not the only local football team making noise and lighting up the scoreboard this season. We're going to check in on Incarnate Word, the Cardinals. That's next.
59 degrees. Love to hear that.
Love to hear it.
Love to feel it when you walk outside. 6:06. Sarah Spivey has our Sunday forecast when we come back.
All right. Birds up, UTSA fans. A rare chance to sit back and relax yesterday. A big win on the road in conference play, Middle Tennessee Friday night. Roadrunners winning big 45-30. They are now above 500 for the first time this season. Frank Harris just putting on a show. Star of the game again, breaking his own school record for passing yards in a single game. He set that record just last week, a whopping 414 yards, 4 total touchdowns. Also, now UTSA's all-time leading passer. Overall, head coach Jeff Traylor saying the performance is just what the team needed.
They're finally happy. I mean, it's the first time, even after Army, they weren't just real happy. And I hate that, man. When you work as hard as our guys work, and I'm just so happy there's a happy locker room. There's real joy in the locker room, and they've been through hell. They have been through hell, but I think that tough schedule had us ready for tonight. And we should get some kids back soon, I expect. This is going to be like a bye week for us to get Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and we'll get rolling again Tuesday for a very good Western Kentucky team.
Roadrunners have won 2 straight games. They're taking on Western Kentucky this coming Saturday in the Dome. That is at 5 o'clock. And we can't forget about other local teams. After last week's last-second loss, UIW looking to get back on the right track, taking on McNeese State and the Cardinals. They wasted little time putting points on the board. Quarterback Lindsey Scott keeping it himself right there. Up the middle, 7-yard touchdown. UIW led 21-10 at halftime. Scott led the Cardinals to more than 500 yards, 7 touchdowns. UIW rolling over McNeese 48-20. They're going to stay home this next weekend, taking on Lamar. That game at 4 o'clock Saturday. We did see some not great Texas teams this weekend. And I think that face says it all, Sarah.
That's Sarah Spivey glaring into the camera.
And that's not me pointing out.
I did say
you brought this up.
She brought it up.
You want to address
play well
fans.
yesterday.
Okay.
They had a lot of mistakes. It was painful, but
I'm sorry, Sarah.
It's a young season, a young team. On to the next week.
yeah, let's say that. Okay, let us take a look outside right now with live cam. It's a cool morning. In fact, it's our coolest morning since the end of April. You'll notice, too, that little cloudy icon popped up there, mostly cloudy skies. These are high-thin cirrus clouds that are moving overhead. But generally, it's still going to be a very pleasant day for us around San Antonio in spite of the thin clouds out there. It's 59 degrees outside with dew points in the 40s, so pretty dry. As I mentioned earlier, a cool morning for those, especially in the hill country. 48 Bernie Stage Airfield and 48 in Comfort. It's 53 in Rio Medina. Good morning in Hondo. It's 56 degrees, 55 at JBSA Randolph, and 56 in Seguin. A wider view here, it's 58 in New Braunfels, 64 in Del Rio, and 62 in Cotulla. Take a look at the satellite here. Here's our weather setup. You can see that we're seeing some of these high-thin cirrus clouds push in from the southwest. Take a wider look here. Look at this really well-defined eye from a hurricane. This is Hurricane Orlean, which actually strengthened very rapidly. It is now a Category 4 hurricane. Now, before Orlean makes landfall on the western coast of Mexico, it is going to weaken a little bit, but potentially making landfall as a Category 1 or 2 hurricane between Mazatlan and Puerto Vallarta over the next day or so. We'll be keeping an eye on that. It is not going to be bringing us any rainfall, but there are plenty of people who have families on the west coast of Mexico between Mazatlan and Puerto Vallarta. Tropical storm and hurricane warnings in effect over the next couple of days. Now, as I mentioned, we're not going to see any rain from Hurricane Orlean, but you can see on the futurecast that some of these high-thin cirrus clouds are going to be streaming in from this Pacific hurricane over the next couple of days, and that'll help to lower our temperatures by a couple of degrees. It's still going to be warm outside, but very pleasant. Here's your KSAT 12-hour forecast. Again, it's in the 50s right now. We'll be in the low 70s by 10 o'clock. Right around noon, it'll be 78 degrees, still in the 70s through lunch, so beautiful out there. And then in the afternoon, we'll be looking at a high temperature in the mid to upper 80s, right around 87 in San Antonio. And today, those winds are going to be from the east at 5 to 10 miles per hour. The average high temperature, 86. We're going to be close to average today. Pretty nice to be close to average. So 87 in Hondo, 88 in Seguin, 87 in Converse. It'll be 86 in Poteet, 85 in Uvalde, 85 in Bernie, and 85 in Bulverde. Now, unfortunately, we really do not see any big rain chances in our future over the next coming days, and exceptional drought exists from Canyon Lake to New Braunfels to Seguin to the northeast side of Bexar County, with extreme drought around San Antonio. And as we take a wider view here, you know, August and September were actually pretty good for areas south of San Antonio, seeing some drought improve there. But unfortunately, with a lack of rainfall in our forecast over the next several days, 7 to 10 days, it is going to be likely that the drought will worsen for all of us around south central Texas. Take a look at this forecast. The weather will be pleasant, but again, lacking some rainfall. We'll have cool mornings and comfortable afternoons. Those morning lows will slowly creep up over the next coming days, but still nice enough for that morning jog or that morning walk outside. Hey, coming up, it is the season for pumpkin patches. I've got your pumpkin patch forecast and a note about the air quality today. Max and Sarah.
All right, Sarah Spivey, thank you so much. So yesterday, we know it was your favorite day of the year, October 1st.
Yep.
Did you get outside? Did you enjoy the sunshine?
Not really. I'm only honesty for me.
Okay.
No, I didn't have time. I had a lot of other plans and stuff, but I did enjoy. You know what? I went to HEB and I passed the pumpkins, and I was like, do you buy the pumpkins at HEB?
Oh.
Or do I go to a pumpkin patch?
Local pumpkin patch. Go help our local farmers.
I know, but they're very inexpensive at HEB.
We're going to talk about pumpkin patches a lot this month. Time now, 6:15, 59 degrees out.
All right, still to come, a photographer drops his camera on air during Hurricane Ian. The video you don't want to miss, and what's about to happen next.
And also up next, a handful of Americans imprisoned in South America finally coming home. We're going to tell you why they were behind bars.
Taking a look at the lotto numbers, pick 3, 960, Fireball 2, Daily 4, 7108, Fireball 7.
Cash 5, 12, 15, 18, 30, 31. Lotto Texas, 14, 16, 19, 20, 32, 52. Here we go. Did you play?
I did, and I need to go get my ticket right now.
Okay. So if you're
you know
here,
what? I'm gonna go walk to my wallet and get my ticket.
All right, here are the numbers: 8, 21, 22, 65, 69, Powerball 26, Power Play 2. If Sarah Acosta wins, you're not gonna see her here at 6:30. We'll be right back. This morning, 5 Americans coming back to the United States after being detained in Venezuela for several years. Those 5 Americans are oil executives known as the Citgo Six. They were arrested in Venezuela more than 4 years ago. They're accused of signing an agreement that was unfavorable to the country. Now, these releases come just 2 months after 2 Americans from the same group were released from Venezuela in exchange for the release of 2 Venezuelans who were imprisoned in the U.S. on drug smuggling charges. They're going to be released in exchange.
An American citizen held in Iran for more than 6 years has also been released to seek medical treatment. The United Nations reports an 85-year-old was released from detention along with his son. He's facing health problems, which worsened over the course of his several years of confinement. An attorney for the family said his travel ban was lifted so he could seek medical treatment outside of Iran. Meanwhile, his son has been allowed to return home to his parents' house.
Time now, 6:21, 59 degrees out.
Up next, we're getting you caught up on today's leading essay, what you need to know before you go at 8 a.m.
Plus, the must-see video of a photographer. He dropped his camera on air during Hurricane Ian. We're going to explain what happened next in just a few moments. Good morning and welcome back. An Australian TV journalist went from covering the news about Hurricane Ian to making news.
So during a live shot in Florida on Wednesday for 7 Network Australia, photographer Glenn Ellis saw storm victims struggling in the background. With encouragement from reporter Tim Lister, Ellis set his camera down to help the traumatized residents escape high water. Ellis made repeated trips to help them carry armfuls of their belongings and managed to rescue them from the storm. Lester continued to update the audience back in Australia on his progress, not missing a beat. The camera angle wasn't the best, but the compassion shown certainly was.
That is so amazing. I'm glad, put the camera down and actually help the people in need. All right, well, speaking of Hurricane Ian, we are seeing those terrible effects all across the East Coast. So local organizations are stepping up and helping out. One of those is the San Antonio Food Bank. So today on Leading Us 8 a.m., Eric Cooper, President and CEO of the Food Bank, joining us live. We're going to be talking about how you can help out. We talk about donations made during Hunger Action Month, the need in and around our community, and Eric Cooper's recent visit to the White House. If you have any questions you would like to ask, you can submit them right now. Just head to the Leading Essay section of KSAT.com. Then join us at 8 a.m. for the full conversation. Time now, just about 6:26, 59 degrees out.
Still ahead at 6:30 as hurricane recovery continues in Florida. The San Antonio Zoo is gearing up and to head there and help. We'll have more on that in just a bit.
Plus, we're going to hear from a small group of protesters in Del Rio speaking out against an event involving the NRA. You're not going to want to miss it. Good morning, welcome back, and happy Sunday. Just about 6:30 this morning. It is October 2nd. Yesterday, we started off below 60 degrees.
Yes.
Great start to a great month. Are you excited? Are you ready for Halloween?
I am. I don't know what I'm going to be for Halloween.
Okay.
I'm mentally ready, but I'm not. I really haven't made the preparations
We need
yet.
to give context. And for that, I go to Sarah Spivey, who gave great context on Instagram yesterday of previous Sarah Acosta costumes.
Still up there on my Instagram.
Phenomenal.
You can scroll through.
Thank you for the support, Sarah.
My favorite Sarah Acosta costumes. I gotta say, the Voldemort one with the paper mache mask. Gorgeous. Okay, I do want to mention that today is another Ozone Action Day. Again, I like to call them Ozone Action Hours because it's only a couple of hours in the afternoon where the ozone levels may be unhealthy for those who are sensitive to higher levels of ozone. A good idea to carpool today. And if you were fine yesterday, you're going to be fine today. In fact, enjoy some time outside. Here's a pumpkin patch forecast for you. We're going to see the winds from the east at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Great fall-like weather for any pumpkin patching out there today. We'll be looking at temperatures in the 70s for most of the morning. In the afternoon, it will be in the 80s, so a little bit warm. That flannel maybe a little warm in the afternoon. High temperature going to be in the mid to upper 80s. By the way, on KSAT right now, we have got a map of pumpkin patch availability across the city. So just scan this QR code here. It'll take you right to the map. It's even got little pumpkins where the pumpkin patches are. Here's what we're going to talk about in the forecast. Really nice today, low humidity, pretty pleasant outside. In the tropics, we are going to see some clouds increasing from a Pacific hurricane, Hurricane Orlean. And then finally, let's talk a little bit about October. Climate Prediction Center put out their 1-month outlook for October. Will it be cooler? Will it be warmer? Will it be drier? Will it be wetter? I've got a look ahead coming up in just a bit.
Thank you, Sarah. We have some late-breaking news into the newsroom. Just before 6 this morning, fire crews called out to the 11,400 block of Vance Jackson. That's an area between Wurzbach and Huebner. That's the northwest side.
Jonathan Cotto joins us live. So, Jonathan, what can you tell us?
Good morning, Sarah. I'm located at the trails of Elm Creek. This is an apartment complex that we know San Antonio Fire Department responded to shortly after 5 o'clock. Things are starting to wind down here now. As you can see here on your screen, the number of units has dwindled down. Initially 32 units, as you mentioned, and the reason for that is because it was a 2-alarm fire. Firefighters were having difficulty finding the exact location of this building, Building 1, at the trails of Elm Creek. But fortunately, they were able to quickly get inside of the apartment unit you see on your screen. The fire started inside, but of course, the cause is under investigation. Families were evacuated. I had an opportunity to speak with several of them who say it was neighbors who knocked on their door and were able to alert them of what was happening. Fortunately for them, no injuries were reported. A family member picked them up. They'll be staying with that family member here this morning. Definitely not the way anyone wants to wake up. But again, the good news here, no injuries were reported. Now, I have to mention, this is a very large apartment complex, roughly over 200 apartment units located here at the trails of Elm Creek. They are relatively small, just over 800 square feet. So that's some indication of why these firefighters were able to quickly get inside and extinguish those flames. But Max and Sarah, again, the cause of the fire is under investigation. And like I mentioned, the good news here is no injuries were reported. Reporting Jonathan Cotto, KSAT 12 News.
Thank you, Jonathan. Also new this morning, one man waking up behind bars after police say he walked out of a gas station with a 12-pack of beer without paying for it and hit the cashier. So take a look. This all happened back on September 22nd on Calebo Road. Police say Ronnie Martinez walked into the gas station, walked to a cooler, grabbed the 12-pack and left the store. The victim confronted Martinez about taking the beer, and then the victim was hit multiple times by the suspect. Police say this was all caught on camera. Martinez now facing a robbery charge.
The Friends of the NRA held a fundraising event Saturday in Del Rio, about 80 miles west of Uvalde.
A small group gathering outside the event to protest and stand in support of the Uvalde community.
They tell our Lee Waldman they feel the NRA event is happening too soon after what happened at Robb Elementary.
If that guy didn't have an assault weapon, if it was just a Glock, maybe that would have changed saved his life. Maybe those officers would have rammed in there.
Strong words from a small group of protesters along Highway 90 in Del Rio, speaking out against the Friends of NRA event.
We thought it was too soon. You know, Uvalde's just down the road from us.
Marissa Mancha says the event is the Friends of NRA's annual fundraiser. Valerie Rodriguez, another protester, says they attended the Val Verde Commissioner's Court on September 27th, asking them to push the event back out of respect for what happened at Robb Elementary.
We do stand with Uvalde. We're not okay with what happened. We're not okay with an 18-year-old being able to purchase an AR-15. We're not okay with the NRA raffling that.
According to the event's flyer, there will be guns raffled, and if you make a large enough donation, you can receive an assault-style weapon.
We went across to the Friends of NRA event and asked if any of the organizers would want to speak to us, and we were told no at this time, but a woman who is attending the event walked out and spoke with one of the protesters across the street.
We caught the tail end of the conversation. She explained she respected what they were doing and hopes the protesters had the same respect for them. According to the Friends of NRA website, they fundraise for the future of shooting sports.
I do believe that, you know, they should know how to operate the guns, and yeah, I'm all for that. But some certain guns shouldn't be, you know, in the hands of just regular citizens.
Mancha and Rodriguez say they just want respect for the survivors of Robb Elementary and the victims' families, given the proximity of Del Rio to Uvalde.
This kind of event should not be happening right now. This just happened in May. I mean, this is not okay. Like, it's not okay for it to be happening here.
Lee Waldman, KSAT 12 News.
Thank you, Lee. An argument between a couple has now turned into a murder. 22-year-old Gladys Ramirez is facing a murder charge on a $175,000 bond. Police say the stabbing happened around 4:30 on Friday afternoon near an apartment complex on Babcock Road in Balcones Heights. SAPD believes Ramirez and her boyfriend were arguing when things got physical, which led to him getting stabbed. He was taken to the hospital but died from an injury.
District 10 Councilman Clayton Perry now offering a $500 reward to any information that leads to the arrest of whoever vandalized Comanche Lookout Park. So the councilman posting images of the vandalism on social media. The park, spanning 96 acres, the graffiti now covers signs, benches, and the sidewalk in many different colors. In a statement on social media, Councilman Perry said in part, quote, "This is your park, your art, and your tax dollars, and I simply will not stand for it," end quote. From Florida to North Carolina, recovery now underway in the aftermath of Hurricane Ian.
As a response ramps up, many home and business owners in Southwest Florida are only just beginning to assess the damage that's left behind.
ABC's Justin Finch reports from Venice, Florida.
Days after Hurricane Ian struck Central and Southwest Florida, new images revealing the troubling transformation. In Volusia County, homes underwater, the roof of this Chuck E. Cheese collapsed. After flooding forced its shutdown, a 14-mile stretch of I-75 in Sarasota County has reopened, though rising water levels could cause the critical highway to close again. In nearby Northport, more flooding, neighborhood streets submerged. For many, help can't come soon enough.
We just like a little help. I'd like a little help to get my home back in shape because I have nowhere to go.
Food and water running low on Sanibel Island. Ian cut them off from the mainland.
With the causeway and the bridge out, that makes it look really difficult for us to get assets on the island.
These newly released satellite images highlighting the storm's destruction. Governor Ron DeSantis saying the return to normal won't happen overnight.
We understand that they're working on connectivity. We understand they're working on cell phone service. We understand they're working on getting the electrical back.
Further north, coastal South Carolina now recovering from Ian's Category 1 landfall Friday.
We live 2 doors down from the pier. We watched it crumble and watched it float by with the American flag still floating, and it's pretty intense.
The weekend storm now churning northeast. The White House says some 44,000 utility workers are fanning out across storm-ravaged areas to restore power, some aiming to have their customers back online by tonight. Justin Finch, ABC News, Venice, Florida.
Other headlines we're covering this morning: more than 100 people dead after a soccer match turning violent in Indonesia. So the Associated Press reporting the death toll now reaching 174 people, most trampled. This comes after police fired tear gas on an effort to stop riots. Authorities say this all transpired after the home team lost 3-2. Supporters flooding the field in protest outside the stadium. AP says police cars flipped over and set on fire during the chaos.
Well, back here at home, one of 2 Texas brothers who authorities say opened fire on a group of migrants getting water near the U.S.-Mexico border was warden at a detention center facility with a history of abuse allegations. The shooting happened last Tuesday in rural Hudspeth County, about 90 miles from El Paso. 1 man was killed and a woman was taken to the hospital in El Paso. Right now, she's recovering from a gunshot wound to her stomach. You can read this full story on our website, KSAT.com.
Other news that could affect millions of TV subscribers: Disney blocking its content from being shown on Dish Satellite TV and Sling TV. So that means millions of Americans are now without Disney Channel, ESPN Sports, FX, and ABC local stations in 7 markets. Disney says despite months of negotiation, Dish and Sling declined to reach a fair market-based agreement. On the other side, Dish and Sling claim that Disney just walked away from the negotiation table. The markets affected by the blackout include New York, Chicago, Los Angeles, Philadelphia, San Francisco, Houston, and Fresno. Time now, 6:40, 58 degrees out.
Still ahead on GMSA, a magical day at Albuquerque's famous balloon fiesta. Goes a little sideways. We'll tell you about it before 7.
Let's take a live look out at the Alamo City. 58 degrees. Are you feeling good?
I'm feeling great.
Okay. What is like the ideal temperature for you? Is this it?
I think this is it.
All right. Will it stay this way? Will we get warmer? When and where? We're going to check in with Sarah Spivey in just a bit. Good morning and welcome back. Looking ahead, we're going to be hosting another phone bank on Monday in partnership with the Red Cross. This phone bank raising money for hurricane relief efforts in Florida.
Phone lines will be open from noon to 7 p.m. Monday, and we'll release the phone number to call on that day.
So we held a phone bank this past Monday for the people of Puerto Rico after Fiona ripped through the island. The final total from the event that was raised, $14,045.
We want to thank everyone who donated, and we hope to have the same or better response for our phone bank on Monday. And this morning, the San Antonio Zoo is sending out a support unit to help the hardest hit areas after Ian. The Zoological Disaster Response Team Rescue and Recovery was created to help Victoria, Texas after Hurricane Harvey. The zoo is sending an electrician, a welder, and volunteers to help clean up the storm damage. We also want to remind you that KSAT is hosting a community town hall Thursday, October 6th at 2 p.m. for domestic violence.
So the month of October is Domestic Violence Awareness Month. We're going to be discussing the connection between domestic violence and mass shootings.
The town hall will be moderated by KSAT anchor reporter Courtney Friedman and hosted by the Collaborative Commission of Domestic Violence. The town hall will be streamed on the KSAT Plus app.
All right, time now, 6:45, 58 degrees, Sarah Spivey. It feels so good. October is here. Couldn't be happier.
And October is a month where we see the temperature fall by about 10 degrees on average from the start of the month to the end of the month. The Climate Prediction Center has issued their outlook for the month of October, and it looks like San Antonio has a good chance to be above average when it comes to temperatures there. Close to the average, but above average slightly. And then when we look at rainfall, and this is some not so great news for us, it does look like San Antonio has the chance to be below average when it comes to rainfall. And that's not good news for us because we are in the middle of a drought and it's just going to be getting worse. And in fact, when we look at the forecast over the next 7 days, it pretty much jives with a lot of what the Climate Prediction Center is saying. In fact, when we look at the rain chances for the next 7 days, 0% rain chance through the end of the week. And then by Friday and Saturday, there could be some rain for the Rio Grande Valley, well south of San Antonio. So we did include a 10% chance for rain, but that's not going to cut it when it comes to alleviating drought conditions. And the afternoons are going to be pretty pleasant over the next several days. The average high temperature today is 86, and you can see that we're going to be above average or close to the average over the next several days. So again, the first week of October here, shaping up to be above average when it comes to temperatures and below average when it comes to rainfall. Take a look outside right now. Look on the right-hand side of your screen there. You can see that we're starting to see some upper level clouds, some higher level clouds streaming in there from the west and from the east. And in fact, we're looking at those clouds coming in because of Hurricane Orlean, which is in the Pacific. We'll talk a little bit more about that in just a bit. But it's 59 degrees outside right now, and again, those clouds are starting to increase. It's very cool and comfortable out there. Have that cup of coffee on the porch or just with the windows open. It's 58 in New Braunfels, 50 in Kerrville, 57 in Rock Springs, 64 in Del Rio, 62 in Cotulla, and 57 in Pleasanton. As we zoom in a little closer here to the San Antonio metro area, you can see it's even in the 40s in parts of the Hill Country. It's 47 in Comfort and 51 in Bulverde, 50 at Bernie Stage Airfield, and 57 in Port SA. Today's forecast calls for a quick warm up. We'll be looking at the still in the upper 70s by noon though, so very nice. And then in the afternoon, 87 for the high temperature. Notice that those clouds are going to be increasing from Hurricane Orlean in the Pacific. East winds at 5 to 10 miles per hour. After the sun sets, it's going to be a cool and comfortable evening. Temperatures will be in the 70s. Elsewhere, we'll be looking at 88 in New Braunfels, 83 in Kerrville, low 80s in the Hill Country. It's going to feel great in the Hill Country. Mid 80s out toward Del Rio and Eagle Pass, and 88 in Pleasanton. All right, here's our weather setup. Another way to see that the clouds are moving in here is you can look at the graphic here. See those clouds moving in from the west, all from, again, Hurricane Orlean, which is really well defined here in the Pacific Ocean. In fact, it is a Category 4 hurricane, major hurricane there, setting its sights on areas from Mazatlan all the way down to Puerto Vallarta on the west coast of Mexico. It is going to weaken before it makes makes landfall, but still those areas are under hurricane warnings and tropical storm warnings for the next couple of days. Again, Orlean will be making landfall sometime on Monday, but it is going to be bringing us those high thin cirrus clouds until then. And so that'll help our temperatures come down by just a couple of degrees, but still, it's going to be a pretty quiet forecast for us. Again, tomorrow a high temperature in the mid 80s, a little bit more cloud cover. And then as we look ahead to the week, fairly quiet. We're going to see those morning lows creep up just a little bit, but it's still going to be a comfortable forecast for us, Max and Sarah.
Look at that. That's just, it's beautiful on the screen right now. We got 190 degree, no triple digits.
Ugh.
Chef's kiss.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Time now, just about 6:50, 58 degrees out.
All right, up next, one of the most famous balloon festivals in the world, off to a hot start. We'll head out to New Mexico next.
All right, this morning, the world-famous Albuquerque Balloon Fiesta is underway in New Mexico.
So as thousands of hot air balloons take the sky, one pilot had a hard time getting the party started. So take a look on your screen. Uh-oh. One balloon became entangled in a light pole near downtown Albuquerque. Fortunately, no one was seriously injured.
Good.
Fire crews were able to use a ladder truck to untangle the airship from the pole.
All right, so, you know, could have gotten off to a better start, but despite one mishap, look at that.
Beautiful shot.
Iconic. The International Balloon Fiesta is off to a great start. An unbelievable sight over there in Albuquerque. Check out the sky filled with hot air balloons. Gorgeous videos to look at. So it's also the 50th year for the last 5 decades. The first week of October is a chance for kids and adults to enjoy the start of fall. This year's festivities continue through Saturday, October 8th. And some of
that's a great one.
What's up, Yoda? Some of the pictures, honestly, they look like screensavers for computers.
Have you ever
know what I mean?
been in a hot air balloon?
No.
Would you?
Yes, 100%.
Would you? Okay, here's my question.
Okay.
Would you do it just for a live shot or you do it just for funsies?
First off, I'm not going to say funsies. Both.
I can try.
You know, they have the high-tech air balloons that go into space now.
I know.
Yeah. I take it you're a little more apprehensive to do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't like the height thing. Maybe for a live shot.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Just risk my life for a live shot.
Right.
Time now is 6:54, 58 degrees out.
Here's what's coming up on Good Morning America.
Good morning. Coming up on GMA, the urgent rescue efforts continue in the wake of Hurricane Ian. The death toll rising to at least 76 across Florida and the Carolinas, as authorities in some areas are now facing questions about whether evacuation orders came too late. Plus, breaking overnight, deadly stampede. What we're learning about this panic at an Indonesian soccer match that has left dozens dead and what may have caused the tragic uproar at the stadium. And with inflation hitting everyone's wallets, how some major retailers are helping you get a jump start to the winter holiday shopping season with early October sales. It's all ahead here on GMA.
Good morning, I'm Jonathan Cotto. I'm located on the 11,400 block of Vance Jackson. This is the Trails of Elm Creek apartment complex located on the city's northwest side, where San Antonio Fire Department responded to reports of a fire just shortly after 5 o'clock this morning. I will step outside of the screen, that way you can take a closer look at what's happening here right now. The scene now dwindling down to just a couple of units, but initially 32 fire units responded, and that's because this fire escalated to a 2-alarm fire because crews were having difficulty accessing building 1. But outside of that, firefighters were able to quickly extinguish the flames inside the unit. Had an opportunity to speak with residents here who were quickly evacuated, all safely. It's the good news here this morning. No injuries were reported. The cause of the fire remains under investigation. Reporting on the city's northwest side, Jonathan Cotto, KSAT 12 News.
Thank you, Jonathan. Monday on GMSA at 9, a local healthcare nonprofit is fighting hunger and food insecurity by installing mini food pantries across the city.
Tiffany Huertas is going to share how this project could help families even more as we approach the holiday season. That story Monday on GMSA at 9 a.m.
take a look at your screen right now. A beautiful sunrise ongoing. A few high, thin cirrus clouds mixed in there too, as we'll see those higher level clouds increasing today. I think we're probably going to have a really nice sunset too. Sunset's around 7:20 this evening. Looking at the forecast for the day today, we'll still be in the 70s around lunch. A beautiful day. High temperature of 87 degrees. East winds at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Looking ahead, just a couple of degrees cooler tomorrow, and notice that those morning lows are slowly going to start to come up. It won't be as cool in the morning, but it's still going to be comfortable this week, guys. Hottest will be is about 90 degrees on Thursday. Only thing I wish I could see in that forecast, rain. And we don't have any rain.
We need the rain. Thank you, Sarah.
Thank you, Sarah. Thank you so much for watching. We're taking an hour-long break. See you back here, 8 a.m.
See you at 8.
Live from KSAT 12. Good Morning San Antonio starts right now.
Today on GMSA, a San Antonio community leader honored by her friends and family will explain how she's being remembered.
All right, Sarah Spivey, she made me walk up to the roof of our station building. Beautiful. Okay, Sarah, it was a beautiful sunset. Those cirrus clouds you were talking about looked gorgeous. They were pink during that, sunrise.
Ultimate friend
Sunrise.
things.
Yes.
It was very impressive.
It was beautiful, and it's a beautiful morning, 59 degrees.
Good morning.
Good morning, guys. My question is, Sarah, why did you not want to go up on the roof with me?
Because our roof is a bit of a hoof.
There were a series of factors as I was sitting there watching this unfold like a sitcom.
It was a little
at 7:04 a.m.
I didn't have the correct jacket.
The hair was an issue too.
I'm to redo my hair.
You were wrapped in the blanket.
I'm wearing Crocs.
You are wearing
But aren't
Crocs.
you glad you did it? It was a beautiful sunrise. And yeah, hey, it was a cool morning out there. It is a cool morning out there. This morning, we got down to 58 degrees in San Antonio, even in the upper 40s in parts of the hill country. This makes it the coolest morning we have seen in San Antonio since April 26th. That's 159 days. So yeah, Sarah, I hope it was worth it. We were able to see our coolest morning since late April. And the sun has since risen. We're starting to see some of these high, thin cirrus clouds working their way in. That's one of the reasons why we had such a beautiful sunrise. 59 degrees out there right now. Dew points are low, and so it feels pretty nice. All right, Fido's forecast. This is Bailey. Beautiful picture there of Bailey. And if you want to add your pictures of your pups to Fido's forecast, just follow this QR code. It'll take you to our KSAT Connect feature. Not only can you add beautiful pictures of your pups, but I got some sunrise pictures that I'm going to show too. It's a great resource for us weather-wise to have your weather and your dog pictures there on KSAT Connect. Looking at the day today, it's going to be nice and warm in the afternoon. We're still going to be in the 70s though around the lunch hour. 87 for the high temperature, and we are going to see those cirrus clouds. The reason for those cirrus clouds, a hurricane in the Pacific. I'll tell you how and if that's going to affect our forecast here in San Antonio in just a few minutes. Sarah and Max.
Thank you, Sarah. Happening today, a national hands-on teen driving program coming to San Antonio, and the effort is meant to give local teens and their parents a chance to reduce anxiety about driving, become more skilled behind the wheel.
It was always very daunting as a teenager learning how to drive. Jonathan Cotto live with the latest on the Driving Skills for Life program. Jonathan, good morning.
Good morning, Sarah. That's right. I think we were all excited to get our driving permit back when we were 15 years old. Well, now teenagers can get professional instruction by Ford Driving Skills for Life by pros like Clint. Clint is a driving instructor here. He's going to be one of the instructors that's going to be hosting some of the training classes later today or starting here in a couple of minutes, correct?
That's correct, Jonathan. Good morning. Good morning, everyone.
Now, Clint, what is this program going to look like and what can these teenagers expect today?
So the big thing that they can expect is a multitude of exercises. We actually have 4 different exercises covering 4 different things that we've learned are very critical for anybody, not even just teenagers, but any human driving a car, that are critical for just being a better driver. The biggest thing I tell people is that we're all in it together. And we're right now at the exercise that I run, the vehicle handling exercises with the Ford Mustangs, which we'll also see, and I can describe however you want to see what we're doing out here. But the camera's showing right now one of our coaches in our Mustang. And the big thing that we're teaching them is understanding why and how a car slides and how to get out of it.
Okay, so definitely, I know a lot of times folks expect driving conditions to always be normal and always assuming control of your car, but there's times when that vehicle you could lose control, and you have to know how to manage it, right?
Absolutely. When it comes to driving a car, everything always feels fantastic, especially with how cars keep getting better year after year. And that's just not Ford. That's all brands always competing, making cars better. But with that comes the responsibility of still understanding physics is physics. And that's what we try to teach them here. That even though cars are getting better, even though technology is made to keep us safe, we like to joke that the loose nut behind the wheel is what you have to tighten first. And that's the driver. And that's what we're trying to do here. When it comes to getting teenagers understanding these physics early, they react based on the instinct that we teach them, and they're confident in doing it.
Now, car-related traffic incidents and deaths is still the leading cause among teenagers. I know Ford's been doing these instructions for the past 19 years. What do parents need to know about getting their kids enrolled in a program like this here happening today?
The big thing is going to drivingskillsforlife.com, and that'll keep you updated on the calendar, and we seriously update it as quickly as we can when we get things booked. The great thing about this location, and just the state of Texas in general, is that you guys have a lot of major metropolitan cities that we try to get to multiple stops. We've been here, we've been to Houston, we've been to Dallas, and also take into account that we like coming to the Manheim Auto Auctions. It's a good infrastructure, good facility, so when we have something at one of these, we definitely like coming back, and it's high on the list. So we will come back. Just stay updated on the site, drivingskillsforlife.com, and that'll let you know.
Thank you so much, Clint, for having us and for all that valuable information. Folks, drivingskillsforlife.com if you want to sign up for those alerts and be notified of when these classes are going to be taking place. And if you have some free time today, make sure you come out to 2042 Ackerman Road here at the Manheim Auto Auction Center. Get here by noon and get your teens taught by the professionals themselves. Back to you in the studio.
Thank you, Jonathan. New this morning, a man waking up behind bars after police say he tried to walk out of a gas station with a 12-pack of beer without paying for it and then hit the cashier. So take a look. This all happened back on September 22nd. Happened in the 4000 block of Culebra. Police tell us that Ronnie Martinez walked into the gas station, walked into the cooler, grabbed a 12-pack, and then walked out of the store. Now, the victim confronted Martinez about just taking the beer. That's when that cashier was hit multiple times by the suspect. Police say this was all caught on surveillance camera. Martinez is now facing a robbery charge.
Remembering Gertha Murphy, family, friends, and the San Antonio area community gathered at Mount Zion First Baptist Church to honor the longtime community leader. It happened yesterday morning. She was 109 years old. We first introduced you to Murphy when she turned 107 2 years ago. Murphy graduated from St. Philip's College in 1936, a year before she passed. Judge K.P. George of Fort Bend County signed and declared a proclamation in her name recognizing her as the oldest alumna of the school at 108 years old.
She was a teacher. She went from one organization to the next. So after her working in civil service, then she, went back to school. She graduated when she was 65. She went back to work.
Wow. Murphy was known for her lifelong dedication of community service here in San Antonio and advocacy work in education. The family tells us Miss Murphy had the ability to drive herself around town until she was 105 years old. Miss Murphy actually lived down the street from me, about 4 houses down, and I had the honor of meeting her. She will rest in peace. She will be missed.
Well, we've been tracking the aftermath of Hurricane Ian on the East Coast and throughout Florida. Now, we know a lot of local organizations have been stepping up, helping out. One of those organizations, the San Antonio Food Bank.
That's why joining us in today's Leading SA segment, Eric Cooper, CEO of San Antonio Food Bank. Always a pleasure to have you on, Eric.
Hey, good morning, Sarah, Max. Good to be on this morning.
Thank you for joining us. So families across Florida dealing with the aftermath of Hurricane Ian. Now, we had talked about the food bank getting involved. What should people know? How can they help out?
Well, the San Antonio Food Bank is one of the 200 Feeding America food banks across the country. And so we all work together to end food insecurity. But when a natural disaster hits, we're responding to that too. Now, Texas knows about hurricanes hitting our Gulf Coast, and many throughout the country have helped us. This is our opportunity to help those victims impacted by Hurricane Ian. Now, if you want to donate, you can donate online at our website, or you can donate a non-perishable food item. We will be sending truckloads of food staged here in San Antonio to Fort Myers and those communities affected by the hurricane. It's humbling to see some of the support we're getting from the Gulf Coast. Obviously, our sister food bank in Corpus Christi, they want to help, and so they'll be staging their food here in San Antonio, and then we'll be sending our trucks and drivers there to assist. Staffing will be a requirement for us. We'll be sending some of our operations team to help the food bank locally there in the impacted area meet the demands that they'll see for the weeks and months to come.
So Eric, September was Hunger Action Month, and you, me, and Max actually had a great conversation at the start of September. There were 25 RBFCU donation locations. So how did donations go this month?
Well, I tell you, we owe a lot of gratitude to RBFCU for their support, opening their branches. They became very convenient drop-off locations for people that wanted to take action in the month of September and help us fight hunger. We also saw a huge increase in the amount of volunteers. People wanted to make a difference, bring their kids, take their company to come and serve. So food, volunteers, and then financial contributions also were contributed there at the branches. And so we just want to thank San Antonio for helping us go orange and taking action in the fight against hunger.
Now, the fight against hunger not just happening here in San Antonio. Eric, last week you were at the White House. So what was the purpose of the visit, and what does the need look like around the country right now?
Well, you know, the White House was having a conference on hunger, and this was a national conference, bipartisan, that brought both parties together to a resolve to end hunger in America. We were privileged to bring a wonderful single mom from San Antonio who the White House wanted to hear from. They wanted to understand, what does hunger look like in our community? And you know, there was a lot of recommendations that came from the conference, specifically around increasing SNAP, the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, to support college kids. There was an effort to expand the National School Lunch Program to make it more universal so that kids, while learning, would have access to nutrition, expand senior programs to increase senior nutrition, and really dial in with the Department of Defense. You know, San Antonio, military city, USA, so many of our residents active or former military, and the recommendations to really investigate what the compensation looks like, and are our military families able to put food on their own table. And so I think lots of great recommendations. We have some high hopes coming off of the conversations that we'll be able to do more for families in their time of need.
And Eric, inflation and rising prices don't look to be slowing anytime soon. I know it's something that we've talked over and over about, and that makes the holiday season tough for so many families. So what is the food bank already preparing to help families for the holidays, and how can our viewers help out as well?
Well, Sarah, you mentioned it. I mean, you know, when families go to the grocery store, the cost of food is so high that they're leaving the grocery store with less food in their grocery cart than ever before. And they're making up the difference at the food bank. And so we're doing everything we can to strengthen those families, to get those items most needed donated. Still, from a non-perishable standpoint, our number one needed item is peanut butter, really going a long way to help feed and nourish kids. But, you know, anytime anyone can donate a non-perishable food item, please do so. There's going to be lots of opportunities through October, November, and December to help someone in need. Take action, do something. We will have lots of food drives that will have different drop-off locations. And, you know, take your kids, go shop at H-E-B, buy some of the most needed items. You can drop off in our red barrels. If you can't make it out, you can always make a non-monetary donation. $1 equals 7 meals or 10 pounds. That can be a great leveraging effect, and you can do that at safoodbank.org. Most critical are our volunteers. You know, we have volunteers working in our warehouse packing boxes. They're in our farm, you know, planting and harvesting, and we're getting ready for our fall crops. You can volunteer in our kitchen making meals. breakfast, lunch, dinner happens every day, and we couldn't do it without volunteers. And those volunteers on the front lines, Sarah, Max has been out in many of the parking lots with us, distributing food, helping families, telling that story. And, there's a big demand right now that we're seeing. And because of that inflation, more individuals and families are coming to the food bank to get food. And we're struggling to keep up. So without the help, we will not be able to meet that demand. So please, San Antonio, do what you can.
All right, Eric Cooper, thank you so much for joining us this morning. Anyone who's interested in helping out, we're going to have all the various ways you can do so. Just head to ksat.com, and you can also rewatch the whole interview. Thank you, Eric.
Thank you, Eric.
Thank you, guys. Have a good weekend.
You too. Time now, 8:14, 61 degrees out.
Later in sports, a recap of high school water polo teams. Look at that. Who went away with the win?
So impressive.
Right.
All right, San Antonio Zoo sending help to Florida after the incredible damage done by Hurricane Ian. How one disaster response team is responding.
61 degrees at 8:15 this morning. If you're going to get up early and go outside this morning, really is the one to do it. Sarah Spivey will have our forecast when we come back. Welcome back. This morning, the San Antonio Zoo is gearing up to send out a support unit to help people in hard-hit areas after Ian. The Zoological Disaster Response Team Rescue and Recovery was created to help Victoria, Texas after Hurricane Harvey. The zoo is sending an electrician, a welder, and volunteers to help clean up storm damage. We'll have our Jonathan Cotto live there in our next half hour with more information.
Well, looking ahead, we're going to be hosting another phone bank on Monday, all in partnership with the Red Cross. This phone bank, an effort to raise money for hurricane relief efforts in Florida.
That's right. Phone lines will be open from noon to 7 p.m. tomorrow, and we'll release that phone number tomorrow when the phone bank actually happens. But last Monday, for people of Puerto Rico, after Fiona ripped through the island, we held a phone bank as well. The final total from that event was $14,045. Thank you so much to our viewers and everyone who donated. We hope to have the same or a better response, our phone bank tomorrow.
All right, well, time now, just about 8:20. Sarah Spivey, the sunrise this morning was gorgeous.
Oh, is that the photo that we took when you dragged me up to the roof?
I did. Good sports, Sarah. And here's a look at that picture from the KSAT rooftop there. This is on our KSAT Connect feature on our weather app. So if you scan that QR code, you can actually upload pictures yourself. And just to prove that Sarah is a good friend, we made it up there on the roof. Thank you, Sarah, for going with me. And this is a picture of the same sunrise from the Bexar and Medina County line on our KSAT Connect feature. Again, please go ahead and scan that QR code. You can add your pictures of the weather or pictures of your pups on there, and we love to show them on air. Right now outside, as you can see, the clouds have started to move back in. We're going to have a mixture of upper mid to high level clouds today from Hurricane Orlean in the Pacific Ocean, and a beautiful start to the day here. It's cool. It's 59 degrees. Dew points are low, so we have lower humidity as well. Feels pretty nice outside. 47 in Comfort, 50 in Kerrville, 52 in Bandera. It's 60 at Stinson, 55 in Seguin, 58 in New Braunfels, and a cool 50 in Bulverde. A wider view here, we've got 63 in Del Rio. Good morning in Del Rio. It's 61 in Carrizo Springs and 60 in Uvalde, 57 in Gonzales. Nice to see the 50s closer to the coast. And as I showed you on that picture, we are seeing some clouds starting to move in. You can see it here on the satellite imagery. Here's our weather setup for the day. These clouds streaming in from Hurricane Orlean, which is currently working its way to the southwestern coast of Mexico. It is a Category 4 hurricane, so it's a major hurricane right now across the Pacific. Now, the good news is Orlean is expected to weaken quite a bit to a Category 1 or Category 2 hurricane before it makes landfall from Mazatlan all the way down to Puerto Vallarta. There is a hurricane warning in effect for those areas as we expect that to make landfall sometime on Monday. Now, again, we will not see any rain from Hurricane Orlean. Instead, these clouds are going to be with us throughout most of the rest of your Sunday, you'll see increasing clouds, and again on Monday, we'll even have some of these high thin cirrus clouds into Tuesday as well. It's really only going to keep our temperatures in the upper 80s rather than the upper 80s. So looking at the KSAT 12-hour forecast, we'll be in the 70s still around noon, so pretty nice. We'll see increasing clouds, east winds today at 5 to 10 miles per hour, and a high temperature in the upper 80s for us. It is going to be a lovely day with that milky hue to the sky from those cirrus clouds. Elsewhere, we'll be looking at 87 in New Braunfels, 88 in Seguin. You can see that the average high this time of year is 86, so we're close to average there. 87 in Castroville, 87 in Hondo. It'll be 88 in Floresville and the low to mid 80s up in the hill country. Now, unfortunately, the drought condition is still pretty bad for areas like Canyon Lake, New Braunfels, Seguin, the northeastern section of Bexar County, all in the exceptional drought, whereas the extreme drought exists for many of us around San Antonio if you don't live on the northeast side. And unfortunately, we're not going to be seeing much rain in the forecast over the next 7 to 10 days. In fact, rain chances are pretty much zero. And now notice that south of San Antonio, there really has been some pretty major drought improvement, but with the lack of rain in the forecast for us, we expect for drought to worsen around south central Texas. So that's the bad news in the forecast when it comes to our nice weather that we've been having. The good news is we'll continue with comfortable mornings and comfortable afternoons over the next 7 to 10 days. If you are planning on heading out to a pumpkin patch, I've got your pumpkin patch forecast. Hope you'll stick around for that. Coming up next, Sarah.
Thank you, Sarah. Time now, 8:23, 61 degrees out.
Water polo matchups. We'll have a look at who went home with the win after yesterday's matches.
Good morning and welcome back. So now to a recap of the final round of district play in high school water polo yesterday afternoon at Northside. Let's start off with the Clark boys in the water, taking on Brandeis. First half, back and forth, the Broncos trailing by 2. Not anymore, though. Jack Goldhammer over to Jason Monzo, sneaking it inside the near post. Brandeis on a 2-goal run. They trailed 4-3, but Clark answers back late in the period. Charles Samuel over to Tristan Clark. Perfect chip over the keeper, and it is in. Cougars lead 5-3 at halftime. They go on to win big 13-6. All right, let's head on over to the North Pool. Here we go. Marshall taking on Health Careers. Rams start red hot. Reed Rinchy with a long pass to Maximilian, and Crown it, whipping around, fired a pass to keeper. 2-0 Marshall. A few plays later, Max is back, finding Reed battling in the front of the net for another goal. 4-0 start for the Rams, and they go on to win this one 15-8. Now, it is Sunday. We would be remiss if we didn't talk about all of the great games happening today. We got Texans, Chargers, Cowboys. Saracosa already allotting that 4-hour time period at noon, taking on the Commanders. And, of course, we had to throw out Sarah Spivey's favorite team, the Chiefs, taking on the Bucs. A rematch of the Super Bowl from just a couple years ago. We'll see if
What's his name? What's his name again?
Pat Mahomes or Tom Brady?
Oh, Tom Brady.
Yeah, there you go.
Did you see what I did there?
That was very impressive. All right. Time now, 8:28, 61 degrees out.
All right, former President Trump's records have been identified by the National Archives. What they say they're still missing from the former administration.
Good morning and happy Sunday. I'm Max Massey.
I'm Sarah Costa. It's Sunday, October 2nd. Love to hear that we're in October.
Have you figured out the Halloween, not only costume, but also decorations?
No. I have my decorations I usually put out every year.
Okay, so you got it set in stone. You're good to go.
Yeah, usually it's a Dia de los Muertos scarecrow.
Nice.
But she's kind of taken a beating in the attic. Like, she's lost a lot of her hay and her filling, so she needs some work.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sarah Spivey, what about you? Are you ready for Halloween?
I have got a autumn wreath. I know it's pretty lame. I could really step up my game, so I might have to take some notes from Sarah Costa there. Hey, take a look out at morning temperatures this morning. It's generally in the 50s. In fact, it's our coolest morning since the end of April. We've even got some readings in the 40s up near Comfort and Kerrville. You can also see that there are some clouds moving in from the west. That is going to be the case throughout the day today. A little bit more cloud cover is what you'll notice both today and tomorrow. It's going to help trim our temperature temperatures by a couple of degrees in the afternoon. If you're planning on going to one of those pumpkin patches today, it's going to be great weather for that. A little warm in the afternoon for the flannels, but still temperatures are going to top off in the mid to upper 80s, and we'll have low humidity, east winds at 5 to 10 miles per hour, increasing cloud cover throughout the day too. By the way, on KSAT, we've got a map of where pumpkin patches are around the city. You can take a look at that by scanning that QR code there. It'll take you right to the web page. Today, pleasant with low humidity. Tomorrow, we're going to see a little bit more cloud cover than even today because of the tropics. Clouds from Pacific Hurricane Orlean. More information on Orlean and where that storm is headed. And we are in October. We've got to look at the Climate Prediction Center's outlook for October. Cooler, warmer, drier, wetter. I've got those details coming up for you in just a few minutes. Max and Sarah.
Thank you, Sarah. New this morning, District 10 Councilman Clayton Perry now offering a $500 reward to any information that leads to the arrest of whoever vandalized Comanche Outlook Park. Now, the councilman posting images of vandalism on social media. The park spans 96 acres. The graffiti now covers signs, benches, and the sidewalk in a lot of different colors. In a statement on social media, well, Councilman Perry said in part, quote, "This is your park, your art, and your tax dollars, and I simply will not stand for it," end quote.
A protest was held in Del Rio Saturday in response to the National Rifle Association event happening there. The small group of protesters were staged along Highway 90 across from where the event was happening. Protester Maritza Mancha says the event is the Friends of NRA's annual fundraiser. Valerie Rodriguez, another protester, says they attended the Valverde Commissioner's Court on September 27th, asking them to push the event back out of respect for what happened at Robb Elementary.
This kind of event should not be happening right now. This just happened in May. I mean, this is not okay. Like, it's not okay for it to be happening here.
According to the event's flyer, if you make a large enough donation, you can receive an assault-style weapon. We asked if any of the organizers of the Friends of NRA event would like to speak to us, but they declined. A woman who was attending the event came to speak with one protester. She explained she respected what they were doing and hopes the protesters had the same respect for them. We also want to remind you that KSAT is hosting a community town hall Thursday, October 6th at 2 p.m. for domestic violence. The month of October is Domestic Violence Awareness Month, and we'll be discussing the connection between domestic violence and mass shootings. The town hall will be moderated by KSAT anchor and reporter Courtney Friedman and hosted by the Collaborative Commission of Domestic Violence. The town hall will also be streamed on the KSAT Plus app. Topping your consumer headlines, we're giving you a head start on holiday sales.
Some major stores starting the gift-giving season early with October sales. ABC's Deirdre Bolton explains.
This morning, millions of Americans squeezed by inflation, left without enough money to cover basics. A recent survey from Salary Finance shows 1 in 5 Americans runs out of money before payday.
When you're living paycheck to paycheck, it hits you like a ton of bricks.
Ross Preluker is a single father from Pennsylvania. He's working multiple jobs to make ends meet. He's a multimedia ad producer during the day, bartender at night.
It's a struggle to survive every single day.
And he's not alone.
These numbers are not good. They show a lot of people are in trouble.
But a recent bright spot with the March jobs report. 431,000 jobs were added to the U.S. economy, the 11th straight month of an amount higher than 400,000. The unemployment rate is also down to 3.6%, almost back to pre-pandemic levels. For many workers, especially women who left the job market due to responsibilities at home, including childcare, that means they can look for new or better jobs.
Employers know there is a tight labor market, and in order to attract and retain their top talent, they're being more flexible.
Savannah Fabius felt stuck in her job at the height of the pandemic. She found a new one, and with the state of the job market, sees a chance to upgrade again.
I just want something that I genuinely would like to do. I don't want to hate getting up in the morning.
For some, many opportunities may mean a non-traditional schedule or permanent work from home.
Evaluate the whole package. That includes your health care, benefits, perks.
Other suggestions for job seekers? Know the marketplace for your skill set and know your worth. Don't be afraid to negotiate. Think about details ahead of time, including salary and hours. Cast a wide net if you can work remotely. Many are no longer limited by zip code.
And that was Deirdre Bolton reporting. Millions of Americans waking up this morning without Disney, ESPN, and a lot more after a failed attempt at an agreement.
Yeah, so Disney has blocked its content from being shown on Dish satellite TV and Sling TV. Disney says despite months of negotiation, Dish and Sling declined to reach a fair market-based agreement. So Dish and Sling claim Disney just walked away from the negotiation table. The ABC TV markets affected by the blackout include New York, Chicago, Los Angeles, Philadelphia, San Francisco, Houston, and Fresno. In your morning headlines, over 100 people have died after a soccer match turned violent in Indonesia. The Associated Press reports the death toll has reached at least 125 people. Authorities have lowered the number from 174, saying some victims were counted twice. Most were trampled after police fired tear gas to stop riots on Saturday. Authorities say it happened after the home team lost 3-2 and supporters flooded the field in protest. Outside the stadium, the AP says police cars were flipped over and set on fire during the chaos.
The National Archives says that they have identified presidential records still missing from the Trump administration. In a letter to the House Oversight Committee, Archives officials point to records missing from former White House trade advisor Peter Navarro. Now, the Department of Justice says Navarro used a private email account for presidential business, including his work during the pandemic. Records missing include those pertaining to National Guard rapid response teams, ventilators, and the use of hydroxychloroquine, all to treat COVID-19. The National Archives would not comment on whether it would ask the Department of Justice to file criminal charges in the case of the missing documents. Time now, 8:40, 62 degrees out.
Still ahead on GMSA at 8:30 as hurricane recovery continues in Florida. The San Antonio Zoo gearing up to head out there to help. Jonathan Cotto will join us live with their plan in just minutes.
Let's take a live look out at the Alamo City. I say 62 with a smile because it is gorgeous out there. Sarah Kosi, you made it up to the KSAT roof earlier. Took a great sunrise pic. How was it?
Okay, it was worth it, Sarah Spivey. Thank you. She's ignoring me right now.
Well, I would too. We'll be right back. Good morning and welcome back. All right, so we are officially in October.
We are.
It's cool.
It's beautiful outside.
Starting in the 50s, Sarah Spivey. I'm all smiles.
Yeah, me too, guys. It was really nice out there this morning. We got down to 58 degrees just a couple of hours ago, the coolest we've been since April. And, you know, in San Antonio, as we turn the corner on September and enter into October, we typically lose about 10 degrees. So from the start of October to the end of October, we see temperatures go down by about 10 degrees. Now, the Climate Prediction Center has put out their 1-month temperature outlook, and San Antonio is right on the edge of being above average as far as temperatures are concerned, and to have equal chances of a cooler or warmer than average October. Now, when we look at precipitation, however, there's a good chance that we're going to have less rain than average in San Antonio. And this is not good news when you consider the fact that we're under extreme and exceptional drought around San Antonio. But as we look at our weather over the next about 5 to 10 days, it doesn't look like we're going to see much in the rain gauge at all. 0% rain chance through Thursday, and I've only upped the rain chances to about 10% on Friday and Saturday because there could be some rain in the Rio Grande Valley by the end of the week, but otherwise it is going to be a pretty dry stretch for us and slightly warmer than average. The average high temperature is 86 today. We're going to be at 87 tomorrow, close to average, and then a couple of degrees warmer than average as we head throughout the rest of the week. Still, though, the weather is going to be pretty pleasant. Cool mornings and comfortable afternoons, although the mornings won't be quite as cool as they were earlier. It's 59 degrees outside right now. You can see those clouds moving in from the west, from Hurricane Orlean out in the Pacific. We'll talk more about Orlean here shortly, but we are looking at comfortable conditions with dew points in the 40s. That's pretty low humidity out there. It's 55 in Hondo, 53 in Kerrville. Good morning. In New Braunfels, it's 58. 63 in Del Rio and 63 in Eagle Pass. A closer view around the city, 57 Port SA on the west side, 56 Converse on the east side, 55 degrees in Seguin, and it's 53 in Bandera. Today calls for a quick warm up, although we still are going to be in the 70s by noon, so pretty nice for a lunch hour. And then 87 for the high temperature, increasing clouds throughout the day. Sun's going to set at 7:19, and it's going to be a pretty comfortable evening with temperatures falling into the 70s, even into the 60s by midnight. East winds at 5 to 10 miles per hour today. Elsewhere, it'll be 86 in Uvalde. Rock Springs, you'll be in the low 80s. 83 in Kerrville, 88 in New Braunfels, 88 in Pleasanton, 85 in Del Rio and Eagle Pass. Again, you can see those clouds streaming in from the west here. Here's Hurricane Orlean, Category 4 hurricane, really strengthened pretty rapidly overnight. It's got gusts of up to 150 miles per hour right around that eye there, and winds sustained at 130 miles per hour. Now, there is some good news for those along the west coast of Mexico. We do expect Orlean to weaken before it makes landfall, but this will still be a dangerous storm from areas from Mazatlan all the way down to Puerto Vallarta. Hurricane warnings and tropical storm warnings in place there. It is going to fall apart pretty rapidly as it moves over land Monday into Tuesday, but we are going to be seeing clouds continue to be streamed in from Orlean. No rainfall for us, but those clouds will continue to be streamed in from Orlean, mainly the high thin cirrus clouds and the mid-level clouds. By the way, cirrus clouds look really wispy because they're made out of ice crystals. They also make for pretty pleasant sunrises and sunsets, a lot like the sunrise we saw early this morning. So keep your eye out for that. Sunset tonight is going to be at 7:18 if you want to turn your eyes to the skies. Otherwise, we're going to be looking at cool mornings, temperatures slowly cranking up in the morning hours, but still cool enough for a nice morning walk or run. And afternoon high temperatures will be warm but comfortable, only topping off near 90 on Thursday. Max and Sarah.
All right, Sarah Spivey, thank you so much. 8:48, 62 degrees out.
Here's a look at what's coming up on GMSA at 9 tomorrow.
Dozens of food pantries are popping up across the city, including here at Harlandale ISD. Coming up tomorrow on GMSA at 9, how it's impacting students at school.
Welcome back this morning. Groups from all across the country are headed to Florida's west coast to help with recovery efforts after Hurricane Ian.
One of those groups right here in San Antonio. It's the San Antonio Zoo. Jonathan Cotto joining us live from the zoo where they are packing up and shipping out to Florida. Jonathan, good morning.
Good morning, Mackin. That's right. The San Antonio Zoo is going to be deploying a number of working crews that are going to be heading over to Punta Gorda, Florida here shortly. So we are speaking with Adam, Adam, I believe you're already packed up and ready to go. Talk to me a little bit about this journey that you're about to embark on.
Yes, sir. So we're looking to render aid for a facility in Punta Gorda. We have packed up basically everything we needed things that we think we need. We've got electricians, we've got welders, we've got carpenters. Our main goal is to bring extra resources like fuel and water and stuff that are getting harder to get a hold of. And then basically at this point, we're just looking to render aid the best we can for the folks that are needing, specifically the institutions and the conservationists and rehab facilities and stuff like that that are focusing on animal welfare.
Now, definitely animal welfare is something that perhaps a lot of people have not kept in mind as we witness Hurricane Ian just totally, destroy Punta Gorda and that area, that main area of Florida. Talk to me a little about what you're going to be expecting once you arrive there. I know that it's going to be a long journey, 10 hours from here to Mobile, Alabama, and then another 10 hours to Punta Gorda.
Yes, sir. Once we get there, we'll get there Monday evening, and then first thing Tuesday morning, we'll try to get out there. Anticipate a lot of down brush and trees and things like that. So our goal is going to be just to try to get all the debris and stuff cleared up first. That typically takes a day or so, depending on the severity of it. And then once we've kind of taken care of that, then we start assessing the exhibits themselves. Again, like I said, our goal is, the animal folks that are there should be taking care of the husbandry. Our goal is just the facility side of things, just to try to get housing for animals and things like that back to where they're somewhat adequate so they can get through the rest of the recovery efforts.
Well, Adam, we know you have to hit the road. You have a long, long trip ahead of you. So we wish you safe travels, and thank you for doing what you're doing. We wish you and your crews the best of luck.
Yes, thank you. It's our pleasure. So we're lucky and fortunate to be able to do this, and our guys are excited. It is a long journey, but we're excited to be able to do what we can for them. So
absolutely, Adam. Thank you for your time. Back to you in the studio, Smack Sarah.
Thank you, Jonathan. Great story there. Taking a look outside with live cam right now, we're slowly starting to see temperatures rise. It's already 63 degrees in San Antonio. That's after our morning low just an hour ago of 58. And when we talk about the day today, the One thing you'll notice that's a little bit different from the last few days is that clouds are going to be actually increasing during the day. We'll have partly cloudy skies this afternoon. Temperatures are going to be in the 70s for most of this morning, 78 degrees by noon, 87 for the high temperature this afternoon. East winds at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Once the sun sets, temperatures will fall right back into the 70s. And looking ahead to the week, I mean, it's going to be fairly nice and pretty quiet too. Cool mornings, comfortable afternoons, a little bit more cloud cover tomorrow too, so mostly cloudy skies for your Monday. As you're sending the kids to the bus stop tomorrow morning, it is going to be in the low 60s, so maybe a light sweater.
All right, Sarah Spivey, thank you so much. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you back here tomorrow morning.
See you tomorrow.